Hello, this is the first of 4 videos showing you how to use Blackboard Collaborate Plan, or Plan for short. Plan, also known as Illuminate Plan, enables you to organize, script, and package content and activities before your real-time online sessions. In these videos, I'll show you how Plan makes it easier to run an online meeting. The first video reviews Plan's interface. I introduce the program by way of showing you the various tools within Plan. I'll also explain briefly each tool's function and go into more detail in the videos that follow. If you want to read more before continuing, download the document link to the detailed program manual. Why use Plan? In earlier Collaborate videos, you saw how you could create a quick poll before, during, and even after a session. This would weigh the pulse of your audience. While activities like polls, quizzes, brainstorming sessions, and so on engage your audience, it's sometimes difficult to remember to execute these exercises. Oftentimes, executing an activity includes quite a few steps, and personally, I have difficulty lecturing and manning the controls at the same time. Plan is a program that builds the various engagement strategies introduced earlier into your plan presentation, so you won't forget to execute them, and so you aren't fumbling around the program interface searching for a file or function. Let me show you what a complete plan looks like. The screen you are looking at is a complete plan. The plan interface has 3 sections: the content panel, the outline panel, and the properties panel. On the top is the content panel, where your content files are located. This area is really helpful for archiving all that you'll need for your presentation. Say you want to show a PowerPoint, a document, and 2 videos. Rather than having to sort through a folder to find them, Plan keeps these items all together. The bottom of the screen is the outline panel, where you will sequentially organize the elements of your session. Here's the dividing line. If you need more room, you can pull up and down on the dividing line. Organize your sessions with 2 element types. First, content files, such as slides, movies, pictures, your documents. Second, action items, like quick polls, quizzes, and showing participant feedback. We'll go into more detail about many of the action items that are available through Collaborate and Collaborate Plan. The third panel, the property panel, is located on the far right. Many of your content files and action item selections have additional properties, in other words, choices on how you want content displayed. For example, the properties panel is where you choose your polling option. Is this a yes or no poll? A multiple choice question poll? This panel is where you make those selections. We'll cover many selection choices in the 3rd video. Also, you might find it useful to use the presenter notes window when presenting. As you move through each item, this reminds you of important points and actions you may want to talk about. The suggested duration option gives you a countdown clock to guide the presentation timing for each item. Let's review the menu bar at the top screen. The review bar is this set of icons under the File menu. Use the first 4 icons on the review bar to work with Plan or ELPX files. These files are how you create, open, and save a session plan. When you open Plan to organize an upcoming class session, either click Create New to give that session a name, or click Save when you've completed some or all of the work in a newly opened session. Plan also lets you open work from previous sessions. Say you decide to edit a previous meeting session, add a movie. Plan lets you print a hard copy of your session. A printed plan is like speaker notes to guide your presentation. Let's go over the rest of the icons on the review bar. First, the embed file. The embed file is where you add content like a video file or a PowerPoint to the content panel. We'll talk about different ways to add content in our next movie. Next to that is a topic file, and 2 over is the add text file. Adding topics and tests are really just to give organization to your outline. Remember, this outline can be printed off. It can be used to guide you. So if you wanted to, say, put various sections, introduction, presentation, conclusion, and write notes to yourself on the outline that you can use or even hand out, that's why you'd use those tools. And finally, the action panel. This has all the actions. Some we've mentioned, some we'll talk about in some detail in the next video. But here's how you add those actions. There are a lot of choices to make when adding actions, so we'll cover those in more detail in just a minute. Let's cover the rest of the functions of these items on the menu bar. This icon, the trash can icon, is for removing items either from the content panel or from the outline. Simply highlight them, select the icon, click Yes, and then you can remove those items. If you want to move an item in higher order or in lower order, select the item and click the Move Up and Move Down. Likewise, if you want to move items to the right, give them an indent appearance, click the Move Right icon, and if you want to move it left. So this video has given you a good overview of the panels, some of the functions within Collaborate, and a basic overview of navigation. In the next video, I'll show you how to add and order content files and action items into your session plan.